See, let me tell you guys the truth. Forex trading is actually not hard. Take this from somebody who has been trading for about 10 years. Trust me when I say it, Forex trading is actually very easy. There are some mistakes that a lot of people, a lot of traders keep repeating constantly in the market, and unknown to them, these are the things that keeps them losing every single time. Now I'll be telling you three of these mistakes that I promise you 90% of you watching this video are making these mistakes or are not doing these things I'm going to say now. And by the time I start talking about it, it begins to make sense why you're probably not making money from the forex market. You know, my friend made a statement sometime last week. He said that data, I'm sorry, let me write this very well. I'm trying to make my handwriting very, better for you guys these days. So you see, data rules the world. Now, this is what my friend says. And I've come to understand that this statement is actually true, because in reality, data actually rules the world. And what do I mean by that? When I mean data, I don't mean mobile data. I mean data in terms of statistics. If you're able to actually sit down, analyze your trades. Let's say you take 10 trades in a month. Let's say you take 10 trades, in 1 month, and you actually sit down to analyze every single trade you take. Those 10 trades will teach you more about the way you trade and the way forward in your trading than every video you will watch on the internet, on YouTube. I promise you. Most traders don't keep data. When I mean data, they don't go back to actually back study what they have done in the market. All the losing trades they've probably had, all the winning trades they've probably had. Their thought processes, processes while they were entering the trade, the patterns that they recognized before entering the trade, the strategy they used to enter the trade. By the time you take cognizance of all these things, it will give you an information about the market that nobody else can give you. Now, let me tell you guys 3 mistakes that many traders, probably most of you watching this video, actually make, probably on a daily basis. And even after this video, some of you will still make that mistake. And trust me, it will keep you losing money. It will keep you in that cycle of losses that you so much want to break out from. So let me help you out. Number one mistake that a lot of traders make when it comes to the forex market is, number one, they enter trades without checking the news. Now, I've said this many times and I can't stop saying it. Sentiments move the market. And where do people derive sentiments from? News. News moves sentiment, and then sentiment moves the market. So it starts with this. Every single day you come to the market as a trader, it is your responsibility to find out what the market, what the news is saying. This is very important because a lot of you trade kind of blindly. You just depend only on technicals. You believe if you can master breakup structure, master support and resistance, that you're good to go. Now, these are all good. These are all nice if you can master them. However, trading the news gives you a form of mastery. Understanding the news, gives a form of mastery that the average trader doesn't know. That's why you notice that most professional traders, that actually know what they are doing and constantly making money in the market, also always pay attention to the news event. Every single time you come to the market, every morning, 8 o'clock, whatever local time you are watching this video from, look out for the news. Open investing.com or Forex Factory, my FX book daily, however you get your news. Make sure you look out for the news coming out, because the market, the structure can be clear. It's an uptrend, but what you don't know is that 30 minutes from the time you're going to enter the market, let's say for instance FOMC will be coming out, or let's say for instance NFP will be coming out, and by the time you enter the trade only simply based on technicals, you find out that you enter that trade and fundamental and sentimental changes the direction of the market. Now, at this point, you'll be asking yourself, what am I doing wrong? Because the direction is clear The trend is clear. It's very obvious. Sentiment changed the market. Fundamental changed the market. All right. So before you enter any trade in the market, every time you come to analyze market in the morning, look out for the news. Now, news can give you two information. It can tell you either to wait, or it can tell you to enter. Now, in the sense of wait, I mean, you can see a very good trend, very good, very nice. I mean, almost like your 80% win rate. You're sure that this trade is going to play out. But in 30 minutes time, a major news event is coming out. In my opinion, leave that trade, because the news can move the market in any direction. I've explained this thing to you guys when I was talking about sentimental analysis. If you've not watched my video on sentimental analysis, go watch it after now. Sentimental analysis, it will help you a lot. All right, so the news can come out even in favor of the currency you're buying or you're selling, and still move the opposite direction regardless, because of sentiment. All right, so checking the news will teach you, let you know when to wait. Allow the news to play out first. Okay, allow the news to play out first before you take action. And news can also inform you that it's okay to enter, it's safe. Okay, and then just like looking left and right when you want to cross the road. Okay, you look left, you look right, and then you cross safely to the other side. Now let's move to the second thing. Now this is the second thing. I don't know why this my pen keeps breaking. I don't know what the problem is now. It keeps breaking. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Okay, but however, let's move to the second thing. Let's talk about the second thing, or the second reason why I feel a lot of traders make mistakes in the market. Okay, oh boy, sorry. Okay, so number 2 is the time of the day. In fact, this is like one thing that many traders don't even take note of. See, let me tell you, the fact that the market is open 24 hours doesn't mean that you should be trading 24 hours of the day. Every time or every period in the market is not the same. Let me teach you guys this, and please don't forget what I'm about to say right now. Every first 3 hours, the first 3 hours of any market session open is usually when the market does the longest of the trend. The first 3 hours and the last 2 hours. 2 hours of market session close. Now, every market session is open for 9 hours, right? Now, understand that for this 9 hours, the market, even a market that is bullish, cannot be bullish throughout. Now, this especially in the 2 major sessions that you already know in the market, which is London session. Oh God, I don't know what's wrong with this my pen right now. I don't know what's going on. London session. Sorry guys, let me try to, I don't know what the problem is now. London session and US session. Okay, sorry, I think I just have to use my hand at this point now. Okay, all right, so let me just try and use my hand. Okay, so London session and the US session. Now these 2 sessions, the first 3 hours of each of these sessions is usually when the market trends the most. Either is going uptrend or downtrend for both sessions. Now the last 2 hours also trends. Why is this so? Because at the open of every market, understand that the people whose money are moving this market come to the market with the intention of a 9 to 5. So a hedge fund, for instance, now when a hedge fund trader or a hedge fund manager comes to the market, he's coming with suit and tie with the idea that this is a 9 to 5 job. You know, it's only in Africa here that we see trading as just just a 24-hour thing. For them, it's a 9 to 5. So when they come, for instance, open of a London session, let's say in the UK, and a hedge fund manager comes to trade the market, he's coming to that market with the intention that today, once the market opens, I'm going to enter a position, and towards the end of the day, which is close of work, I'm going to exit that position. So towards that first 3 hours of the day, they are looking for entry into the market to follow the trend, whether it's to buy or take a position based on their sentiment, whatever the sentiment is. So that first 3 hours is business time. It's just like you resuming work in the morning. From 8 o'clock to like 1 o'clock is like the men work time. Then after your break time, 12 to 1, I hope you know they also go on breaks. So the first 4 hours they are trading. 1 hour after that is the break time. Then the last 3 hours of the day, they also trade. So this is when they take most of the action. So the first 3 hours of every day is when the trend most happens. So that's why I usually advise my students, it's always best to enter the market within the first 3 hours of the open of any session. Or if you're going to trade the close of the market, within the last 2 hours, because during the last 2 hours of the market, that is when it's like close of work. So some of them are exiting. So some of them, they are maybe day trading for a hedge fund. They can be exiting the trade, exiting their trade for the day. Some retail traders also will be exiting their trades for the day. So just like close of work. So they are exiting the trade and, what you call a trend. Okay. God, this pen is really frustrating me right now, but don't worry, next video I should fix this for you guys. All right, but however, that's the case. All right, so first 3 hours of the day, first 3 hours of any session, last 2 hours, that's usually the best time to trade. So let me just round up this so that number 3, oh Jesus Christ, man. Number 3, price action. Okay, price action. Now there are 2 parts to price action. There is long term and short term. Now in the case of short term, okay, let me start with long term. Long term price action is if you're coming to the market, let's say for instance you trade normally on a 15 minutes time frame. As a trader, if this is your trading time frame, all your decisions must not be made on this time frame. Must not. As a matter of, it doesn't, regardless of what the strategy is, you must not make only all your decisions on one time frame. So for instance, if you come to the market and you're trading on 15 minutes time frame, have a longer bias in the market. Let's say you can use a daily time frame or a 4-hour time frame to give you a long-term bias, because that would tell you, even if you're scalping or day trading, that will give you the extent to which you can hold that trade. Because if you don't know how long the trend has been coming through, you cannot predict how long you can hold that trade. So if the long-term trend of the market, oh jeez God, if the long-term trade of this market is, for instance, on a buy, and on the short term where you actually want to sell, you're seeing a sell, that will tell you that you shouldn't hold this sell for a very long time. You should be on this trade quickly and exit as soon as possible. So having a long-term bias in the market will give you an insight into what you're looking for. So even if you're trading short term, always make sure that you have a long-term bias in the market. Now I don't want this video to be too long, so probably there will be a part 2, because there are many things I want to explain, but this pen is really frustrating me right now. So if you're ready for part 2, type part 2 on the comment section. Let me know so I can. There are some other things I wanted to talk about, but however, maybe we just have a part 2. So type part 2 if you want to see the part 2 of this video, and then let me know if you guys are enjoying this training so far. So good. So that said, please give this video a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I bring you guys amazing tips every single day, and I hope to do this as a part of my legacy. And because I'm about to leave training generally in the market right now. I'm about to stop training and all of that, so I want to release just teach everything I know, or most of the things I know that will be helpful to you guys before I take a bow in the industry and just move fully into private fund management and all of that. All right, so that's it. Love you guys, wish you guys all the best. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and join me on this journey. All right, so bye for now.